years ago, a man's fantasy became reality in a form never seen before. Kitchen Stadium, a giant cooking arena. The motivation for spending this fortune to create Kitchen Stadium was to encounter new original cuisines, which could be called true artistic creations. To realize his dream, he secretly started choosing the top chefs of various styles of cooking, and he named his men the Iron Chefs, the invincible men of culinary skills. Iron Chef Japanese is Masaharu Morimoto. Iron Chef French is Hiroyuki Sakai. Iron Chef Chinese is Chen Kenichi. And Masahiko Kobe is Iron Chef Italian. Kitchen Stadium is the arena where Iron Chefs await the challenges of master chefs from around the world. Both the Iron Chef and Challenger have 1 hour to tackle the theme ingredient of the day. Using all their senses, skills, creativity, they're to prepare artistic dishes never tasted before. And if ever a challenger wins over the Iron Chef, he or she will gain the people's ovation and fame forever. Every battle, reputations are on the line in Kitchen Stadium, where master chefs pit their artistic creations against each other. What inspiration does today's challenger bring? And how will the Iron Chef fight back? The heat will be on!
Hongo District in Tokyo. If memory serves me right, this campus area of Tokyo University is considered the intellectual hub of Tokyo. In Hongo, there is a restaurant nicknamed the Kitchen of Tokyo University. Shochiku. Established in 1925, it survived many turbulent days, catering to many VIPs of Japan, including the presidents of the university.
We enjoyed so much business in the heydays. Now I think our business is about half, or maybe less than half these days. It's very tough for a restaurant like this.
But Shochiku is quite unordinary. They have started a project to reclaim their status. They dropped the formality of Japanese cuisine and built a counter-style corner in the restaurant with a modern touch. The owners scouted this man as head chef, Kazumi Nagayama.
I thought this new chef, who's not bound by tradition, could do many new things for us while preserving the good features of this old restaurant of ours.
Harmony between old and new. The restaurant has been reborn. Let's check it out. Today's challenger, the man in charge of reclaiming the status of a restaurant with a long tradition. From Shochiku in Hongo, Tokyo, Master Chef Kazumi Nagayama. He has seen it all at top Japanese restaurants across the country. At age 34, he headed the kitchen of Shochiku, a bold move for the restaurant. Nagayama's creations are a blend of old and new. He constantly proposes new menus with his perfected broth. So now, Nagayama, use your senses and skills and show us flashbacks of the heyday of your restaurant.
I'm committed to do my best.
文豪が集い古くから食文化が栄えてきた町本郷、その本郷で赤門の台所と呼ばれてきた老舗料亭が和食界に新たな息吹を吹き込むべく動き出しました。さあ皆さん大きな拍手でお迎えください。本郷松竹料理長永山和美。
Entering Kitchen Stadium challenger Nagayama, led by Fumiko Take, manager of one of the longest-running traditional Japanese restaurants in Tokyo's Hongo district. Japan's elites, the power brokers in business and government, graduates of nearby Tokyo University, dine there frequently. It's Nagayama who's responsible for restoring Shochiku's reputation.
どうもようこそいらっしゃいました。
Thank you for inviting
どうも
us.
Nice to see you.
赤門の台所松竹がどのように変化するのか非常に楽しみにしております。それでは料理界では、東大クラスだと思うのですが、うちの鉄人たちを登場させましょう。よみがえるがいアイアンシェフ。
Top-notch they are, the three Iron Chefs, Japan's culinary kings. Iron Chef Chinese Chen Kenichi, Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai, and Iron Chef Japanese Masaharu Morimoto. All three always striving to break new ground.
さあ伺いましょう。誰と戦いますか？
Sakai-san, please.
The challenger goes for Sakai. Japanese versus French cuisine it'll be. Iron Chef French Hiroyuki Sakai, a pioneer in fusing Japanese techniques with French cuisine. He's the Delacroix of French cuisine for his artistic use of color. But he lost last time, now has to come back against a chef steeped in tradition, who works in the hub of academia, where everything's taken seriously.
この秋のキッチンスタジアムにふさわしいテーマといえばあれしかありません。目黒からではなく三陸沖から取り寄せました。それでは発表します。今日のテーマはこれです。今日のテーマはサンマ。
Here we go, a battle between challenger Nagayama, who works the kitchen at the unofficial restaurant for Tokyo University grads, and Iron Chef French Sakai, two seasoned chefs, but you'd have to say the challenger starts with the upper hand. The theme Saury, not used in French cuisine. What'll Sakai do to get out of this one? Opening gong, the battle begins. Entourage in the royal box looking on for challenger Nagayama. Chefs up at the ingredient stand. It's been a while for Sakai to be in a battle with a Japanese cuisine chef. The theme ingredient, Pacific Saury, a very popular fish here in the fall. In Japanese, it's sanma, always grilled. And 80 fish up there, caught in waters off Tohoku up north. And Hattori, they don't have any experience with this fish in France, do they?
Well, no, as the name suggests, it's a Pacific fish, but it could be looked at like a sardine, similar in flavor.
All right, but thinking this through once again, with Nagayama coming from a pretty exclusive restaurant, this is not something normally served in the high-class places.
Well, no, not as a rule, it's not.
All right, so maybe instead of the upper hand, we'll call it a slight advantage for the challenger. And now, checking in on the Iron Chef side, Sakai has already got some fish sliced up there.
Squeeze on.
Go ahead, Ota.
What does Iron Chef Sakai think about Pacific Saury? He says it's not used in French cuisine at all. Why do you keep giving me these difficult themes? It's just like lobster last time.
Take it up with the chairman. Sakai's last battle, lobster, and Ron Siegel from San Francisco, the victor in a sweep, snapping Sakai's sixth battle-winning streak. Yes, go ahead.
Challenger Nagayama, commenting on the sluggish business conditions of Japanese restaurants, told me everything is because of the economic downturn, but he says I'm not just complaining about it, I'm trying everything I can to get out of this mode, and one approach is to gear our dishes toward young people, especially women.
Well, that's what all the restaurants are doing these days. They've got the disposable income, and you know, the high-class places for us regular folk, prices are a little steep. Nagayama says he'd like to see a little lowering of the prices. We could go for that.
Yeah, actually, that is becoming the trend now. I've noticed a lot of high-class Japanese restaurants are offering lunchtime specials now.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they do it at his restaurant, though.
They use foie gras in their lunch deals?
No, not as a rule, but they could be using it at dinner time, though.
Okay, and now we're going to go upstairs, second floor into the royal box. The gentleman to the left, that's the president of Shochiku Restaurant, Hiroshi Take. And, of course, the lady to the right, she came in with Nagayama Fumiko Take, the manager of the place, and also the waitresses and the kitchen help. They're all in the row behind them. So Chef Nagayama has a lot of supporters in the royal box today for this battle as he goes against Iron Chef French Sakai. Okay, and now with that, let's get on to the business of introducing our guests for this battle today. First, next to me, singer Joji Yamamoto. Nice to have you in here today.
Pleasure to be here.
It's been about a year and a half for you since you were here last.
Yes, that's right.
But celebrating your 25th year in the music biz.
Yes.
And your new single, I'm Your Man, on the charts.
Right.
Okay. Guess the challenger feels the same way, wants to be our man, too. Well, last time you were in here, it was bell peppers. This time, Saury. Which do you like better?
Saury, of course.
This is better.
Yeah, I live in Meguro, too.
Okay, so I bet as a Meguro man, you like it grilled with salt, huh?
Yes, I love it.
Grilled Saury. We'll probably get some today, but not the usual style.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, thanks for coming in. And last time she was here for the unisex salmon battle, we've got actress Kuniko Asagi. Thanks for coming in.
Hello, it's nice to be back.
Asagi-san is a housewife. You should like this fish. Easy on the budget.
Oh, yeah, I do. It's inexpensive, and it's also easy to cook. It's very good just by grilling it with salt.
Well, that's the only way I know it's cooked.
Yeah, I think you're right, but today, if each chef makes 5, that'll be 10 different dishes with Saury, and that's what I'm looking forward to in this battle.
And should be a lot of help for the housewives out there. Okay, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And we've got Dr. Yukio Hattori. Doc?
Nice to be here. I just noticed the challenger over here is smoking something.
Challenger side here.
Squeeze-on.
Nagayama, go ahead, Ota.
Talking about this smoking technique the challenger is employing here, he's not using the usual cherry wood chips, etc. He's using a combination of pine needles, ginkgo leaves, Japanese maple leaves, persimmon leaves, sprinkled with sugar.
Wow, that is unusual right there.
Very interesting.
He's burning all the fall-colored leaves in there, and Japanese maple, too.
Yeah, it's almost like the little bonfire you have in your backyard after you've done raking.
A scent of autumn.
I wonder what kind of aroma that'll give to the fish, though.
We'll find out. Yes.
I mentioned to Iron Chef Sakai that today's challenger is trying to make changes in Japanese cuisine by catering more to younger women, and I asked him how he would approach that, and he said the dishes have to be healthy, diet conscious, and have good balance between ingredients, but most important ingredient is love is all you need. Well, actually, you need the other 3, but love helps.
Beatles and Sakai.
Love. This is getting heavy right from the beginning. Why are you looking at me?
Don't worry, they know everything's okay at the home front, right? Okay, yes.
Yeah, here in this frying pan under the tomatoes, the Iron Chef has fried eggplant and zucchini.
Okay, now this may look Italian at first glance, but it's actually more of a province style. By that I mean southern France.
All right.
And what will he do with this?
With this one here?
Yeah, will he put a piece of fish on it and steam it?
Boy, tough question, but that is an option, yeah.
Well, they have pulled out the big paella pan over there on that side, and now here, the challenger side, Nagayama busy filleting.
Yeah, he's also got celery there.
Yeah,
Okay, right there.
Squeeze-on.
Yes.
Speaking of Japanese cuisine in relation to what the Iron Chef said about putting love into dishes, challenger Nagayama shyly said, I guess Sakai-san's right, but I don't know if I could just come out and say, I put love in my dishes. He was definitely blushing.
Well, just like relationships, can't live on love alone when you're cooking. Nagayama, age 40, still considered young in the business. He'd like to see some changes in the tradition-bound field.
Okay, he's wrapping these up here, you can see.
And what's he going to do with this? Boil it or braise it?
Meantime, Iron Chef here.
These are sun-dried tomatoes.
Okay, sun-dried tomatoes, not olives.
Okay, looking very much Italian cuisine with this one.
And Fukui-san?
Yes.
Yeah, about this pan going into the oven, the Iron Chef says it's a specialty of the province region, which uses sardines. I'm using Saury instead, rearranging it a bit.
Okay.
All right, see, province style.
Yamamoto-san,
Yes.
you strike me as a Japanese cuisine devotee. What about French cuisine?
I have it sometimes.
So you definitely like Japanese better?
Yes. But when I first had foie gras, I was in heaven.
Well, I think the challenger's got some foie gras for you today.
Yeah, I think so.
Do we know what he's doing with it yet?
He
Yeah, I
hasn't
think so,
touched it
yeah.
yet.
No, not yet.
All right, Nagayama holding off on the foie gras for now, and here's an interesting wrap and tie job by the challenger.
Okay, I think I know what he's doing here. He'll be stewing this, I think.
Okay, 15 minutes gone already in this battle.
Squeeze-on.
Yes.
According to the challenger, this wrapped Saury and celery match perfectly. He says, I'm trying to create new combinations that could become the next trend.
That's news to me. The words match, Saury and celery.
The Iron Chef is frying something?
Okay, well, he could be putting those fried items onto the province-style dish. That would add some body to it.
Okay, good possibility.
Okay, now the challenger, you'll notice, is frying too over here.
Is this flour or cornstarch?
think it's cornstarch.
Okay, cornstarch.
All right, the apparent good match, celery wrapped with Saury.
Okay, here we go. The Iron Chef is first in using the foie gras.
Yamamoto-san, it's for you, the Iron Chef, with the foie gras.
Right, yes.
Oh, my eyes are locked on. When it comes to food, I'm serious.
Yeah, your eyes are glaring like a watchdog. What's he going to do with my...
on laser-like. And now we're swinging over to the challenger. The food processor right there, I guess, fish balls.
That's what I thought.
Okay, yeah, fish balls.
Take it.
Here in the food processor, the challenger is blending Saury filet, green scallions, ginger, and also shinshu miso.
All right.
Okay, now the question is how these fish balls are going to be used, though. Like a stew pot, or I don't see anything that hints to a stew pot, though. So
We'll find out.
not sure what that
Fukuyi-san,
means.
Take it.
When asked how many dishes he's shooting for, the Iron Chef said just 4 good dishes.
4 for the Iron Chef.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, now look at the Iron Chef. He's preparing to smoke something too, it seems.
All right. Yeah, he is.
Right. There it is for his smoking effect.
And he's using wood chips.
Yeah, wood chips, cherry wood chips, I think, and sugar.
Fukuyi-san?
Yes.
Yes, I'm told these are apple wood chips underneath here.
Okay,
Okay,
applewood.
applewood. All right. Well, there are a lot of different choices for different kinds of aromas that you'd want, so you went that way.
So what kind of aroma will apple wood chips give?
It'll smell like apple chips, I guess.
Haven't burnt much applewood lately. We'll find out.
Fukuyi-san?
Yes.
The filleted Saury you're looking at on the monitor has been flavored with salt and thyme.
Okay, so these are the ones for smoking.
Fry him first a bit.
Yeah.
Doesn't look oily at all.
Okay, now here's the challenger. This one's boiling.
Yeah, the fish balls.
Fish balls?
Yeah.
Looks like it could go as a soup, maybe.
It's huge.
Yeah, rather large fish balls.
Looked like a bomb to me.
Hey, I thought he was looking to attract the young women. These are sumo-sized. Well, he must have some idea behind the large size of these.
Yeah, well, it's just that Saury is a theme ingredient, right?
Okay.
So he wants to emphasize that.
Now on the Iron Chef's side, and
Fukuyi-san.
Sakai coughing
Are
over
you
there.
okay,
Got too close to
Sakai-san?
smoke. Yes, go ahead, Ota.
I hear that the challenger has a mix of grated daikon, radish, and glutinous rice powder. I think this is it here.
That's grated daikon?
Right, mixed with glutinous rice powder.
Okay, Nagayama using grated daikon with glutinous rice powder, kneading the mixture.
Oh, it's interesting because he's using like the water content of the daikon radish to knead the glutinous rice flour.
Right. It's good for digestion, and I say he made a fine match with this.
Sounds like this one will be easy to eat.
Yeah. And the Iron Chef is marinating the fish with vinegar, I believe.
Maybe for sushi.
Fukuyi-san?
Yes.
Yes, these are being marinated in plain vinegar.
Thanks, Ota.
Okay, so with marinated fish, what's he going to do with this?
Sakai using vinegar here to firm up these filleted pieces.
Fukuyi-san?
Go ahead.
Ms. Fumiko Takei in the Royal Box says all high-class restaurants are struggling business-wise. We're looking into different kinds of possibilities to stay in business. In that sense, I'm expecting our head chef, Nagayama, to show us some new direction in this battle. I think his ideas could help other chefs as well.
Okay, 30 minutes gone now, and at the halfway mark, Nagayama's backers unleash a little cheering for their restaurant's lead chef.
Fukuyi-san.
Take it.
Iron Chef Sakai, speaking about the challenger, says, hey, I remember when I was in the same boat, French cuisine was not what young people wanted. It's heavy with butter and cream, and I knew I had to do something to stay in business besides relying on corporate whining and dining.
Yes.
That's how I arrived at my healthy French cuisine. I can relate to what the challenger is saying.
All right, well, some kindred spirits today.
Yeah, these guys are supporting each other. Nice rivalry there. Is that curry powder?
Yeah, it is curry powder.
With a challenger.
Right.
They're
yeah.
on top of that
See?
sauce.
Fukuyi-san?
Yes.
The ingredients in this are water, tomato puree, tomato ketchup, celery, laurel leaves, and curry powder. And he's added the Saury wrapped celery to it, which he had fried earlier.
Okay, so he put the fried items
Taking
in
it
this.
to
Okay.
a new level. Wow.
I'm surprised. I never thought he'd do anything like this.
Yeah, he's kind of straying from the traditional path of Japanese cuisine.
Yes, but it sounds good. And with some rice, you'd have a nice lunchtime offering if you want to go that route. Now let's route ourselves over to the Iron Chef, his province dish. Saury is a substitute for sardines. And there are the Saury going into that
Yeah,
one.
the fried ones.
Fukuyi-san?
Yes.
These Saury that the Iron Chef is adding here have not
Right.
been gutted. He simply soaked them in milk for a while and then coated them with flour and fried them.
The innards are still in.
That's right.
Okay, and with onions there, a southern French specialty, Sakai's variation, Saury instead of sardines there. And now,
Oh, look at that, the glutinous rice flour.
The one with the radish, he's going to put these together?
with the fishball bombs, I guess, not for a soup.
Maybe he'll steam them then.
Well, he may do that once to harden them, but later on...
So there'll be another step after that with these?
Yeah, it could be something along the lines of dumplings for soup.
You think so?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, we've never seen anything like that before.
Well, to be honest, I haven't either. So.
They keep getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it's kind of like making a snowman. It keeps growing.
All right, now on the Iron Chef's side, bubbly sauce there.
Creative guy.
Go ahead.
Just to review, in this pot, the Iron Chef has shallots, olive oil, garlic, red wine, and fond de veau, or veal broth. The Saury in there have not been gutted, and he also added thyme and hot water flavored with Provence herbs.
With olive oil, garlic, wine.
And he's using the innards as well?
Saury innards, key for Sakai here.
I can't keep up with everything.
Well, hang in there, Yamamoto-san. We're going to go back to the challenger side here.
He's putting it on skewers.
Okay, he'll probably be smoking these.
These? The fillets here?
Are you sure, Doc?
That's, I think I'm right. I hope so.
This is your last chance.
Okay, I'm almost positive.
Okay.
All right, well, they do have rice on their side.
Right, yeah. Oh, and look, in the Iron Chef, he's using the marinated fish here.
Oh, right, marinated. It's a little bit different color.
Yeah, I think this will be served as is.
Okay, 20 minutes left, and yes, being smoked.
Hey, what did I say?
Congratulations, Satori-san.
Well, that's a relief.
Well, tell you what, Doc, the shutout's over. You're on the board.
All right, thanks. Okay, now look at the Iron Chef. He's doing something interesting here. Sesame seed paste, I believe. That's what this looks like.
something else
Or
in there,
miso,
too.
or...
Yeah, it's something like that.
Fukuyi-san,
What do you got, big fella?
the Iron Chef is mixing udo, which is an edible Japanese plant, with kidney beans and peanut butter.
Huh?
Peanut butter?
And white wine vinegar.
Peanut butter on Iron Chef? All right, the challenger's work in progress with foie gras here.
Okay, in this item,
It's
yeah.
got everything. Go.
Challenger Nagayama describes this tomato stew quite poetically, saying, because of its color, you can call it Japanese red maple stew.
Fair enough, color-wise, but how in the heck do you go from foie gras to Japanese maple?
Fukuyi-san,
Yes.
how did the Iron Chef smoked Saury turn out? He was all smiles when he said it has the color of a fall sunset. It's perfect. Back to you.
Nice imagery.
it's pretty.
And nice-looking smoked fish, courtesy of the Iron Chef. A gorgeous gold and black. Pittsburgh Steelers fans would love these colors.
Okay, well, the Iron Chef here is using, I think, persimmon paste?
This is dried persimmon, yes.
Okay, I thought so.
Dried persimmon.
So a little sweet.
Yeah, it's the exact same type as you enjoy, just dried fruit.
All
yeah.
right.
Oh, but it's just sweet, huh?
Yeah, very fruity and sweet. I know that the natural sweetness matches very well with foie gras.
What?
Foie gras goes on top of this?
Right, yeah. The foie gras matches really well with sweet things.
Huh? Would you stake your job that foie gras is going on top of that?
Yeah, you got my word on this.
Are you ready to commit yourself to
Hattori's
that?
job on the line here in Kitchen Stadium, and the verdict is...
The foie gras!
Still in the job.
I'm ready to renew my contract with Kaga-san here.
Your heart was pounding there for a few moments.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm old school.
I'll take half your bonus for setting that up, okay? Foie gras on and Doc's off the hook. And now swinging back to the challenger, Nagayama here.
This is the marinated item?
I'd say so.
Yeah, it's a marinated item, right?
And the challenger's not using pure Japanese techniques, is
No, he's experimenting some over there.
Yeah, he's being really creative, and you have to attract customers that have never been to high-class restaurants. And the Iron Chef, I noticed, is using persimmon paste.
Okay, persimmon paste or persimmon puree. Is that what it is? Maybe
Yeah,
for a sauce
the
here?
item we've been looking at a minute ago.
Okay,
there, yeah.
making a sauce for it.
Yeah.
For the Saury and foie gras contract renewal dish.
Right, exactly. That's the sauce we're looking at.
Okay, and what's with Nagayama on his side now?
Well, I saw him like torching the skin of the fish before.
He's done with that?
Yeah, these, see?
Okay, right, some charred spots there.
This could be sashimi, a raw fish item here.
Sashimi?
Yeah, that could be a good idea for his dish.
Raw fish with the skin slightly torched? That'd be a departure from the norm.
Well, they do this with a red snapper quite often.
All right, he has sliced them up bite-sized pieces.
Okay, now over on the Iron Chef here.
Back on Sakai's side.
Now, this is the one with peanut butter?
Peanut butter. Did we have that in here?
This would be so
Okay,
sweet.
and udo and kidney beans. Okay.
Fukuyi-san?
Ota, what do you got?
Yeah, just to confirm what the Iron Chef has here, marinated Saury filet under a layer of dried persimmon and foie gras, and then on top of that, a mixture of udo, kidney beans, peanut butter, white wine, vinegar, truffles, and sun-dried tomatoes.
My, oh my, that is wild. 10 minutes left now. Still think he'll pour the persimmon sauce on this?
Oh!
Oh, are you okay? Asagi-san?
No, I was just imagining pouring the persimmon sauce on top of peanut butter.
Well, he's doing it.
No, he's just just dicing the persimmon. That's it.
Well, okay, we'll see.
No, he can't be putting it on.
Go on, Iron Chef. Throw it on there.
No, I will not agree with this combination.
Okay, what? Is my career at stake again?
All right, come on, you two. Come on, you're getting carried away. Let's get back to the battle here.
Okay, we got the province-style stew here. I think this is a bit overdone, though. If you look there on top, those are onions.
They're charred.
They're nuked.
This was not intended.
I don't think so, no.
A bit overdone.
Just a bit, though.
But the rest of it looks okay, I'd say.
Right, yeah. So we could just toss the onions later.
All right, he'll go to plan B, cut your losses, and move on.
Tomatoes underneath look okay.
Yeah, absolutely perfect, really.
All right, the Iron Chef.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Remember the Iron Chef working on a tureen-like dish using cup molds with peanut butter and persimmon?
Yes.
He tells me this is his original recipe. Here at Kitchen Stadium, he says, you can see what I'm doing, but at my restaurant, I flip these upside down so that the tasters will be surprised with the ingredients hidden inside.
What about that, Asagi-san? What do you think?
That'd be a nice surprise, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what women like. We can talk about ingredients forever, like, oh my, persimmon's in this, or wow, udo.
Did you get this excited even at the high-class places?
Well, I can't help it.
Hey, this one looks done. One down for the Iron Chef now.
Okay, now are these potatoes?
Looks like it there. Potato slice with the skin.
Sweet potatoes?
Regular taters.
Okay, regular. Okay, fried ones, right?
And the Saury steamed in wine being finished. Okay, and we'll go back to the challenger. Question is whether he's going to have enough time to finish. Looks a little pressed for time. He's been sweating up a storm for quite a while already now, Challenger Nagayama.
Okay, look at this. Here we go. It's sauce.
I feel much better. Much better.
All right. Yes, Ota.
This sauce that the Iron Chef is spooning on here contains persimmon, wine, vinegar, white wine, consomme, and soy sauce.
Combination, eh?
Doc, you win. The Gourmet Academy is going to grant you tenure.
Well, I'm not so sure about that.
All right.
Doc Fukui-san is laughing as he says that.
Yeah, he always gives me a hard time.
Fukui-san?
Yes, my man.
I asked the challenger whether he's going to finish everything in time, and he said maybe not, but I'm not going to cut corners. I'm going to do my best with the little time I have left. Back to you.
Go for it. He's come this far, and his entourage, everyone up on their feet. Not a lot of noise, but they're all holding their breath, hoping that for the challenger, he can pull it out. Now on top, caviar.
This is the smoked...
Yeah, smoked fish.
Okay.
Yes, it is smoked.
The caviar, imagine it'll go great with this fish.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, partner. And the Iron Chef, so much experience, knowledge gleaned from working against the clock in these battles, very much under control now as we approach the finish. And here, the large, bold fish balls, sumo size. They've shrunk a bit, though.
Yeah, they're in the soup now, so they were for the soup after all.
Okay, from Nagayama, the white gel, glutinous rice flour mixed with...
the daikon radish.
Okay, right. But the problem is he's only got 2 minutes left to complete everything.
Oh, come on, make it in time.
Oh, he's got to scramble now.
He's going to have to scramble. We've got less than 2 minutes to go in this battle.
I'm worried about the challenger.
Yes, Nagayama conjures up new ideas in Japanese cuisine, but I tell you what, he's going to need some fast ones right here to finish this battle on time.
Yeah, well, there's the hors d'oeuvre with 3 items, the marinated item
That's
in
what
there.
we've got him with so far.
Fukui-san?
Yes.
Yeah, in these hollowed-out citrus fruit cups, the challenger has carrots, cucumbers, and Saury marinated in vinegar.
Oh, that's a wonderful combination for Saury.
Okay, and now back with Sakai. This one's the sauce with the innards of the fish.
Fukui-san?
Fill us in.
Yes, this is Saury innards in veal broth and soy sauce.
Okay, well, this is going to be a good match as well.
Saury innards and veal broth, the splash of it right there being put down.
Okay, wait a minute. What's this here?
Swinging over to Nagayama. What do we got?
Something a little strange here. What is this?
I'll say...
crepe?
Okay, that's it.
Sure. When did you go for this?
All right, 1 minute left now, the final 60 seconds of the battle. Yes, big fella.
The wrapped item you were just wondering about on the challenger side, that's salt grilled Saury wrapped in Peking duck skin.
Ah, okay, that's what that was.
That's interesting.
Okay, grilled fish wrapped inside a Peking duck skin, but it's crunch time squared. Only 40 seconds left in the battle.
Only 40 seconds and the Iron Chef is still doing something.
Yeah, but while Nagayama side struggles to scrape the fish off the cooking sheet, Sakai finds himself up against it at the end. He's got a soup right here. It's the last that he's trying to get finished. 30 seconds left now. We thought he had it under control, but clock mismanagement could bite him here, though he is starting to spoon it out of the pot now. And Nagayama side, a last-ditch effort. Those are the grilled ones unstuck now from the cooking sheet, I believe. Getting a final dose of smoke, heat, flavor, whatever. 15 seconds left. The Iron Chef now getting the soup off, out into the bowls. That'll make it a wild scramble on the other side. Nagayama hasn't been found by tradition, but the time limit, now they have made it. Yes, the final seconds ticking down, and that's it. The cooking's done. The Saury battle is over.
You were really scrambling during that hour. How did you do?
Right. Halfway through, I knew I wasn't working efficiently at all.
I see.
Right.
And your intention was to create dishes that cater to young women.
Yes.
Did you succeed?
50%, I'd say.
50%.
Right.
And confidence?
50%.
All right.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Bluefish are difficult, but I try to use them like sardines, because sardines are used quite often in French cuisine, you know. So I thought I arranged some recipes, and many different recipes, different ways to use Saury this time, you know.
The challenger says he made his dishes to please the ladies. I would think that you'd be tough to beat with that concept.
Nobody wants to lose, but if I do, it'll be 2 in a row.
Challenger Nagayama is offering 5 dishes. First, Saury hors d'oeuvre, prepared utilizing several different techniques. This one is taken from a Russian recipe for marinated herring. Here, French mustard and caviar are put together with nuts and pasted on top of a crispy Saury cracker. And this uses salt-grilled Saury wrapped just like Peking duck. All 3 are enjoyed with sake and persimmon cocktail and beefsteak tomato leaf sake. Second is Saury ball soup. Here he uses pounded glutinous rice mixed with daikon radish to mask the fishy smell, making for an overall pleasant taste. Grilled Saury on ice demonstrates the depth of his knowledge. The sophisticated decoration also makes a statement about the challenger. Tasters dip the fish into citrus juice and soy sauce with a touch of grated celery. Fourth is smoked Saury. Nagayama has orchestrated a complete harmony between the fish and other autumn delicacies. The smoking effect has turned out fantastic. Last is stewed tomatoes and Saury. This uses tomato puree, a new angle for Japanese cuisine. Celery is used again. Here it helps in suppressing the fishy smell and the overall experience. Iron Chef Sakai is offering 4 dishes. First, smoked Saury on crepe made from buckwheat. The Iron Chef prepared a sauce with a hint of bitterness by adding some innards, which successfully ties all the ingredients together. Sour cream and caviar also play important roles in pulling out the natural flavor of the fish, and the match with the soup is also superb. Second, Saury carpaccio with persimmon sauce. In the circular combo, tasters will find kidney beans, udo leaves, and peanut butter. The sourness in the sauce is well balanced with the sweetness of sun-dried persimmons. Roast Saury Province style. He did the right thing to fry the fish before roasting to highlight the savory aroma. The crispy texture of the fish expresses the nature of the fish itself, and the combination with vegetables also finds favor. Last is Saury red wine stew. The Iron Chef used an entire bottle of wine for this stew, and a new approach to French cuisine, taking advantage of the slight fishy smell rather than getting rid of it completely. And now, the moment of truth, tasting and judgment. On the panel today are Lower House member Shinichiro Kurimoto, actress Kuniko Asagi, singer Joji Yamamoto, and fortune teller Kazuko Hosoki. First, the dishes of Challenger Nagayama.
I combine Japanese and Western styles to enhance the Saury's flavor. This is like Peking duck, and a marinated item and a canapé. Yes.
I like the canapé best. Well, it's soft and it spreads in my mouth. And the cashew nuts, prepared sweet, it matches well with the fish. This is really very good.
The miso is very nice. This, I think, matches very well.
I feel the same way. And we have 3 items. They all use the same fish, but all of them were different experiences.
Thank you. I use Saury in this sardine recipe.
It's wonderful. I wish I could have this after a night of drinking. You know, to clean up my stomach, you know.
The fish balls, to me, are a bit tough.
Could be.
I wish they were soft as earlobes, as chefs say, you know.
The smoked fish using pine leaves is served by Nagayama.
When I took a bite, this reminded me of paikyo, which I love. The skin is sweet, and the inside has a very sophisticated flavor.
I feel like I'm treasure hunting, finding prizes among the fall leaves. I really like this decoration.
The aroma of the pine leaves are in the fish. It's a very nice smell. I do sense a bit of a fishy smell remaining, but that's a matter of personal preference. To me, this dish is wonderfully finished.
I'm surprised that the smell of the celery doesn't interfere with the fish. Instead, it helps to present the fish in a different context.
The tomato sauce is very well done, and all the ingredients are fine as individual players, but I must say that the overall experience using the tomato sauce as the base didn't turn out as the chef intended.
Some of these dishes were still a bit old-style Japanese in terms of cuisine approach. I know you can be freed from that a little bit more to add more vitality to your dishes.
I hear you. Yes.
But very good.
Thank you very much.
And now the dishes of Iron Chef Sakai.
This type of fish is tough to deal with. In French cooking, there are some sardine recipes, so I use those and put in saury instead.
He succeeded in combining the sophisticated flavor and the natural bitterness. The amount of caviar is just perfect.
Also, the saury's fat has been absorbed into the buckwheat crepe, and the sauce using innards, this bitterness is a splendid, unbelievable experience.
He has transformed the fish into some form of art. This is fantastic, I think.
Japanese like daikon radish with this fish, and I also made a sweet and sour sauce using persimmon.
A little bit of sourness in the sauce and the sweetness of the persimmon blend in my mouth. But the vegetables match with peanuts?
Yes.
The peanuts, well, they didn't have to be there.
This is what I wanted to eat. You know, foie gras and saury and the sauce. Hey, really great sauce. I have nothing else to say. This is what I was waiting for.
Sakai now serves his roast saury.
It contains a lot of herbs from Provence. When I went to Spain 2 years ago, I remember a great sardine dish prepared like this.
This is like a salt-grilled saury, French style. The skin is crispy and the inside is juicy. And the volume of vegetables is perfect.
The vegetables are great. And the fish is okay. But since you can't eat the bones, which keeps reminding me of a Japanese-style grill, perhaps that perception of mine is doing it, but somehow I'm not liking the saury.
Saury is an everyday ingredient in autumn in Japan. That common ingredient has maintained its identity while trying to dress up as formally as it can. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if I'm saying this is good or bad. I'm saying this is more than exotic.
I follow you.
But you know, it is really good.
I'll never be able to eat my wife's saury dishes again. Seriously. They were all good.
The first pancake item and the second, the one using persimmons, those two were just wonderful eye-openers to me. You orchestrated them all so well. It was really good.
まさに脂の乗った技を見せてくれた2人の料理人。このキッチンスタジアムの赤門を笑顔で通り抜けるのはどちらでしょうか。それでは発表します。
Today we had the challenge of a head chef from a restaurant in the nation's academic hub, satisfying the captains of industry and government. Challenger Nagayama with this everyday ingredient, delivering dishes worthy of high-class dining. The Iron Chef losing last time, needing to elevate his game. How high did he go with this unfamiliar theme? Who takes it? Whose cuisine reigns supreme?
鉄人酒井秀樹
Sakai takes it! Decision goes the Iron Chef's way, a tremendous win! With Pacific saury, not even used in French cuisine, dusting the upset dreams of the highly skilled Nagayama. Sakai complained earlier about another tough theme, but he pulls off the win nonetheless. Alright, let's check the scores. Kurimoto, 19-17 the Iron Chef. Asagi, 20-18 Iron Chef. Yamamoto, 20-18 Iron Chef. Hosoki, 19-16 Iron Chef. A sweep for Sakai. Finding redemption with this ordinary fish after going down last time with lobster. It's not the fish, it's how you cook it. The catch of the day. Iron Chef French, Hiroyuki Sakai.